Nigerian students. You are not even acting like the students. Are you not happy to be here? Are you not proud Nigerian students? You are not a proud Nigerian student. Great Nigerian students. A very good morning to you all. Yes. Who can tell me why we are here? In a bit, you get to know why we are here. But before we go on, I want us to stand and recite the national anthem. Let's be on our feet and recite the national anthem. Go. Thank you very much. Please, before you sit down, let's have the school anthem. 1, 2, go. the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Dr.
At the fingertips.
You're welcome, sir. We also have on the high table the HOD Animal Production, Mr. Tijani Lati. You're welcome, sir. We also have on the high table our guest and the host for the program that is having us here today. We have Mr. Abdusalam Abdulatif, the Chairman, National Coconut Producers Processor and Marketers Association of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir. We'll also be calling to the high table the representative of the General Manager, Lagos Coconut Development Agency, in person of Mr. Passion. We would also like to call on to the high table Mrs. Alaja Aloba. Please keep clapping, please. You're welcome, ma'am. Yeah, we will also call on Mr. Amusat Olatunji. On the item, please. We would also like to recognize the presence of some members. Olofijano Olumuyiwa, Sadia Kosoko, you're highly welcome and recognized, please. Now we'll have to get the remarks of our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nuruddin Olale. Ably represented by Dr. Godon Kolawole. You're welcome, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome all of us to this program. And on the high table here, I want to welcome the HOD Animal Production. I want to welcome the host of this program. Let me just call him Mr. Coconut, because he speaks, he not only plants coconut, he speaks coconut, he sleeps coconut, everything about him is coconut. And I'm excited to say this. I will still tell him why. I like to have a Bible. God bless you, man. Great last and students. You know, I call you last pushers today. I should have said, great last pushers today. I can't see your voice. Great last pushers today. Greatest Tata. Greatest Coco. Let's do that one. We don't do that one again, have we? We are gathered this morning to celebrate. We are gathered today. You know, I'm at home with this coconut program. Today is World Coconut Day. World Coconut Day is celebrated all over the world on 2nd of September. And we thank God that we are celebrating here. And it's a good thing we are doing so in Lagos State. You will soon know why. I'll tell you why now. Alright? Now, I know that World Coconut Day started sometimes in 2009 by think it's Pacific, Asian Pacific Coconut Company. All right, Asian Pacific Coconut Company. And since that time, every day, every 2nd of September, we celebrate World Coconut Day. What's the theme of this year's World Coconut Day? Growing coconut for a better future and life. Growing coconut for better future and life. And thank God we have keyed into this in last step, formerly Lagos State Polytechnic. We are keyed into this. If you go on our streets and corridor now, you will see coconut trees almost everywhere. I know when the rector came in almost 1.5 years ago, he said, he studied abroad, he did the PhD abroad, and he said, one of the things that he has seen abroad that he has not been seen in Nigeria is that his university, Loughborough, you will see coconut landscape. When you go, it's planted all over the place. The height is the same, the serene environment, very green. Why would you not have it in Lagos State Polytechnic of then? And he started the project. So you can see all over the place now coconuts. In fact, in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we just got 1,000 stands. 1,000 stands of coconuts, which we have just planted, and it's added up to about how many now? 2,000. We started with first 1,000, second 1,000. Today we are going to plant about 200 again, and look out for ourselves. If you look at the coconut tree, I happen to be a plant breeder. In those days, we do have those coconut trees that are very tall. And I was calling him Mr. Coconut because I'm not sure he doesn't know there's anything about coconut that does not know. Coconut is a very useful tree. The entire tree is very, very useful. Apart from the tree, where I come from, it is used to build house, build a roof. You can split it and use it to do your roofing. Same to the fiber. Alright? So it's a very useful tree which gives us cash. The cash crop. Gives us cash. Alright? We plant it. The aesthetic it brings to the environment is very serene. Of course, we know the importance of plants or planting trees in our environment. Right? It helps to purify our air because of the carbon dioxide oxygen balance, which helps to maintain. So you will see that coconut planting all over the place is very good. If you go to some homes, from gardens, you see somebody will plant all those things and also plant a coconut. The funds. Where I come from, it used to make thatch roof. Alright? If you go to Badagry Beach, come to Badagry. If you go to Badagry Beach, some of you that go there with you understand me. Alright? You will see those roofs, you can come under the shade. The entire plant is a very useful plant. And we thank God for Lagos State. Lagos State has LASCODA, Lagos State Coconut Development. Oh, wow. About 4 of them are here. Alright? Lagos State have coconut industry. Alright? And from the coconut tree, we can make your food mats too. Alright? So you have the fiber industry also going from coconuts. Now for us, agricultural students, whether you're an animal, if you have your poultry, if you have your fish pond, you can also plant your coconut because to provide the shade and beautify the environment so that while you are also working, you can also be eating some coconut. Apart from that is the issue of the coconut oil. I'm not here to lecture us on, but I want to tell us about the usefulness of coconut. So that when we go from here, our orientation will change from just seeing the plant without appreciating it. Alright? Coconut oil is very good. The medicinal usage of coconut oil are very numerous. So today, as I invite you to celebrate Coconut Day, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nuruddin, Dr. Oluremi Nuruddin Olaleye, I want to welcome us to this program. Sorry, he's in Governing Council meeting now, and I just rose up from there, self come and represent him. I want you to take advantage of this program, learn as much as you can learn, ask questions where you have any, and interact freely with our guests, interact freely with Laskoda. You can get information from them, get their address, get their location, and please know that after this celebration today, you must appreciate and make sure that in your ecosystem, your environment, where you stay, you have a coconut tree. On this note, I want to thank you. Please enjoy the day. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Yes, a round of applause again for our TBC. Yes, while he was giving his remark, we got the notification that the Financial Secretary of the National Coconut Producers, Processors and Marketers, Alhaji Tajuddin Shekoni. You're welcome, sir. Yes, while that is going on, we would like to have the opening remarks from the chairman of the National Coconut Producers, Mr. Abdulsalam Abdulatif.
The acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nuruddin Olaleye, ably represented by Dr. Kolawole Godonu. I wanted to stop you, sir. Now, why are you giving your student expo? What of what I've had in mind, what he has said all. So I wanted to cut down your Deputy Vice Chancellor that if you stop giving you people expo, well, there's no problem. We are in it together. Thank you very much, sir. I want Dr. Tijani.
While that is going on, sir, please let's have Mr. Lawson from Laskoda on the high table, please. You're welcome, sir, Mr. Lawson.
Mr. Lawson from Laskoda. You are welcome, sir. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I have a privilege and the honor and privilege to welcome all of you to the 2022 edition of the World Coconut Day. The World Coconut Day is an annual event and is being celebrated across the globe by all operators in coconut value chain. The choice of Lagos State University of Technology, LASUTECH, is not by accident. The institution, before their recent status as a university, is known to be in the forefront of promoting and developing agriculture in Nigeria. They are also known for their creativity in the area of agric machinery fabrication. I think they deserve to be appreciated. Now, somebody might even ask, what is it in that is important in this coconut we are talking about that was being celebrated? If the whole world can pick a day to celebrate coconut. We should not be surprised that so many people don't even know any other usefulness of coconut than to just buy, eat the meat, and throw away the leftover. Some of our parents in those days used coconut as abusive word. In those days, when we were growing up, you will not be surprised that your mother or father will just say, "Oh, lórí ẹ̀gbọ́n àgbọn pàtàkì." As if coconut does not even have value. However, coconut is a divine gift from the Almighty God to humanity. It is a cash crop. Countries like Philippines, India, Indonesia, Brazil, Malaysia, among others, make good sum of money from various coconut products. How much are we making in Nigeria? Can somebody tell me here? As a group of students, who is making money from coconut here? How many of you? Okay, don't worry. It has so no. Everything about coconut is money. From the tree, the leaves, the husk, the cell, the meat, the water. A lot of products can be derived from coconut. Permit me to mention few like oil, coconut sugar, broom, mat, coconut bread, baskets, toothpick, coconut flour, rods, etc. Coconut oil has the ability to clear mouth and body odor. It can also be used to treat various skin diseases and infections. Coconut can be used to control blood sugar. In view of all these benefits that are derivable from coconut, our association, National Coconut Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, NACOPMA, with various state chapters across the country, is poised to ensure adequate promotion and development of coconut value chain in Nigeria. Part of our narration is coconut sufficiency in Nigeria with target posting by the year 2027. You will be surprised to hear that bulk of the coconut that we eat in Nigeria come from our neighboring countries like Ghana. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, when he was giving his remark, made me understand that it comes from Badagry. Yes, Badagry is synonymous with coconut. But presently, Badagry cannot feed the nation. They are still producing. But the demand for coconut has gone beyond their production capacity. That is why bulk of the coconut we eat in Nigeria today come from Ghana. Why should that be? And that is the purpose of coming to lecture here today. So, we are going to brainstorm on way forward. And let me tell you, as a group of students, you can become a set of millionaires in coconut business. Yes, I'm confirming to you. But you don't just become a millionaire. You have to work towards it. And that is the essence of our coming today. So the discussion really will be a sort of interactive one. And today, I'm looking at a group of millionaires. God's willing. And let me tell you one thing. You know, in my speech now, I've made you understand. I've given you a tip that there is scarcity of coconut in Nigeria. Am I right? And I regard you as group of entrepreneurs. Don't let me address you as students. Group of entrepreneurs. So when somebody give you a tip that something is scarce somewhere, what do you think you should do? You run quickly, channel all your resources to go and meet the demand. So coconut is scarce in Nigeria. So I want to see the smartest among you today. So God's willing, I'm saying it again, I'm looking at a group of millionaires. God's willing, we make it. Yeah, we don't want to lose our future leaders to foreigners. I know if I sample your opinion today, as you are sitting there, as you are watching me, I can say half of you might be thinking of how they will escape from Nigeria. Am I right? So now, why should we have that kind of a mindset when we have abundant resources that can be tapped here in our country? That you can make your money here, travel abroad to go and enjoy yourself, and come back home. Is that not the best? It's the best. During the era of our daddy sitting down here, some of them schooled abroad. Immediately they finish, they run back to Nigeria. So why is it that our youth will not be running to over? And when you get there, what do you think you'll be doing? Can somebody tell me? If you finish your degree here, do you think you can be given commensurate job that can tally with your degree? Most people that travel do menial jobs. I don't know if you are aware. They do menial jobs. You are a graduate, you go down and be cleaning clothes. You will be attending to old people. You will be attending to imbeciles. Where is that dignity again? So we are here to sensitize you, and God's willing, we are ready to partner with your institution in the area of research and in the area of processing. And thank God, you have a visionary leaders. They planted coconut. They are passing messages. You don't know. They are telling you those coconut you will be seeing very soon can make you millionaire. It only takes God's grace for somebody to recognize success. You might be sleeping with money. You will not know it's money. Until somebody that is smarter, pity, that's when you will be fighting labor family. It's not your own. I'm the one that has been watching it now. I'm the one that has been maintaining this place. Why will you just come and pick it? But you'll be maintaining it, but you don't recognize it. Meanwhile, there are quite a lot of untapped business opportunities in coconut value chain, just as I've said. This has led to our decision to present ourselves for adequate collaboration to the management of LASUTECH under the leadership of our able and pragmatic acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Oluremi Nuruddin Olaleye. We on our side are ready to work with this great institution to ensure we promote and move coconut value chain to an enviable height in conclusion, we are requesting LASUTECH to register with our institution as an institutional or corporate member. This, of course, will go a long way in solidifying our mutually beneficial business relationship. In addition to our request for your membership, we will employ our active vice chancellor to look into the possibility of establishing a research information center within the institution. This will definitely enhance the rapid development of coconut value chain and also add to the reputation of the university across the globe. On this note, we are glad to donate 20 units of coconut seedling to this great institution to mark the beginning of our relationship. Long live Nakokma, long live LASUTECH, long live Lagos State, long live Nigeria.
Round of applause for him, please. Can we do standing up to appreciate him with a round of applause? Thank you. Please, be on your feet and appreciate him. We have what it takes to excel in Nigeria. We have what it takes to excel in Lagos State. We have what it takes as individuals to excel in our own capacity. Only if we have the will and the zeal to be better. Can you give yourselves a round of applause also? At this point, we'll be taking goodwill messages. First, we are going to take from the representative of NASCODA, Mr. Lawson, please. Okay, can we have your goodwill message?
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir. Hello, sir. Chairman Nakokma, distinguished members of ITEBU, and greatest LASUTECH students. Are you there? I can't hear you. Greatest LASUTECH students. My name is Olatun, representing the General Manager, Lagos State Coconut Development Authority. He has a message for us. I want Mr. Chairman. Thank you, sir. First word, sir. I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to be here in this edition I'm delighted to be here in this 2022 edition of World Coconut Day celebration and to congratulate the organizers of this event. The choice of this venue brings two things to mind or to limelight. One, that coconut is not a localized crop and its celebration not limited to the western axis of the state. Secondly, the choice of LASUTECH as the venue is a principal stakeholder in coconut value chain, as bringing it to the doorstep will activate perhaps researches in product development. However, the crop coconut remains a natural asset in Lagos State and must be jealously guided to disallow it from being an endangered species. What we are saying here is that all efforts must be on ground to make sure that coconut survives, so that generations to come will not be just seeing it on pages of newspaper or on the internet. At this junction, I want to mention that the state is well blessed with over 180 kilometers of coconut belts along the Atlantic Ocean from Semeboda to Ibeju-Lekki. This is a national asset. It also serves as a belt. We call it the Green Wall Belt against ocean surge and some other climatic variables. The creation of Lascoda, too, is not by accident, but to tap the resources and create an enabling environment to unlock its potentials. When the chairman was speaking the other time, he made mention of products. As I'm standing, and I want to confirm that over 200 products or byproducts can come from that single tree coconut. So you are millionaires. Trade associations and commodity-oriented associations and groups like NACOPMAN are therefore reminded to continue beaming the light in areas of production, processing, industrialization, and commercialization. The coasting agenda must not die, and effort must continue to make coconut more relevant nationally, just as its counterparts crops, the cocoa, the kola nut, the oil palm, through deliberate policy formulation and actualization. The development of the value chain through gestation reduction, technology reduction, tissue culture, efficient production processes are still untapped areas which the association and relevant donors agencies can come into play. What we are saying here is that in Lagos, the concentration is on oil, or maybe just to shoot the coconut, the meat, and throw the shell and all other products away. But coconut goes beyond that. Private sector in form of CSR and faith-based organizations also have roles to play, especially in rebuilding the green wall that I mentioned earlier. At this end, stakeholders that are yet to join the winning team to make haste because of available opportunities in the value chain that are better enjoyed only as a team. The Lagos State government on its part is ready for meaningful partnership and will not relent in achieving the target of 10 million coconut trees through deliberate cultivation, institutional support, outgrowers development, on the long run in the spirit of making available and sustainable coconut-based raw materials. Here, the Lagos State government is planning to have, maybe in the next 5 years or 10 years, 10 million coconut trees, 10 million viable coconut trees, just to make sure that we have abundant coconut-based raw materials. On that note, I want to salute your courage and wish you a successful celebration. Before I leave the mic, I also have a message to Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, that LASUTECH is a major stakeholder in coconut development. I could remember maybe some years back, the quantum of the crop was gotten or was purchased by this great institution for planting, maybe for perimeter fencing and the rest. But now that we have it God on our side, that the institution has been elevated to a full-fledged university. So our concern is that LASUTECH should try as much as possible to collaborate or to go into area of researches, especially in terms of processing and product development. May God make it easier. Also, from the general manager, he has asked me to mention that the Lagos State government is in partnership with FAO of the United Nations and the UNIDO, all in the name to develop the entire coconut value chain. It's a 10-year plan. We are at the inception stage. The stakeholders forum has been conducted. The field researches, have been conducted, and of course, the validation workshop has been done. The NACOPAN chairman can really confirm that. Then, in terms of product development, we have our brand, the Eco Coconut Bread, the Eco Coconut Oil, whether cold press or the hot press, and a host of other developments. In weeks to come, we are going to start what we call regeneration of the seed garden. Regeneration of the seed garden, especially the mother plants, where we are going to do what we call hybridization, so that we have abundant seedlings for farmers to plant, and eventually both the upstream and downstream coconut sector will be a worldwide venture. Thank you, and God bless.
Can we give ourselves a round of applause again? I can see the grass students like cruising. Today is Friday, when we get home, we will cruise. Yeah, so we are going to call Alaja Aloba. She wants to give a remark.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I think we have been fed enough with the economic value of coconut. I wonder if we have some environmental students around here. For you environmental students, agriculture and environmental students, for you environmental students, I guess you know that we are facing a norm as regards depleted ozone layer, climate change. You know, coconut refreshes the air. It gives you enough fresh air in your environment, particularly in your house. And you know, it's a shed. It's strange. You know, it has deep-rooted roots that compact, hold up on the soil against degradation. Hence, I advise each and every one of you today, go home, encourage your parents to get at least a stand of coconut for you to be planted in your house. As I am standing, I am Alaja Aluka, based here in Ikorodu, Igbobo to be precise. As regards processing of coconut oil, which I don't think I want to mention the benefits, because if I should open up the benefits of coconut oil, we won't live here today. I have my stand outside, and I have some players. Please collect one and get me in touch for any information about coconut. Have a blessed coconut day, and I wish this won't be the end of it. as I've said, majority of your presidents upcoming chairmen, upcoming senators, may Almighty Allah take our wish as is being altered. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Give a round of applause, please. Now, to take time, we'll be having this evening to the university and a group photograph with the members of
great entrepreneurs. Ìgbádùn pọ̀, wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ijó. Before I do the presentation of coconut to our deputy VC, this is just a presentation program.
Whoever is interested, hello.
Whoever is
interested. Whoever is interested
in this business we are doing, after this program, put down your name, your telephone number, your email. It's not compulsory. Púpọ̀ lápè díẹ̀ ló máa wá. That's a message for you. But mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo iná ló máa wá. So put down your name, then we get in touch. We don't have enough time. We don't want to keep our VC waiting. Put down your name, then we form a group. Laskoda is here. Lagos State government is involved in this thing we are doing. Food and agric organization, a branch of UNO is involved. So you can see yourself. See yourself as a millionaire. Can you tell me that? Hey, I'm a millionaire. I can't hear you. I'm a millionaire. God's will. So put down your name, phone number, and email address. So we'll surely get in touch with you. Thank you very much.
So before we go on, I want to quickly invite one of our members, an erudite scholar in this place, mama of many of our students. Please come, Mrs. Alaba Olufunmilayo. Please join us to receive on behalf of the VC this coconut. Thank you.
Yes, on behalf of our institution, National Producer, Coconut Producer, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, we are glad to donate 200 units of coconut seeds to your institution to mark the beginning of our notable political business relationship. Go ahead. Thank you very much for giving us some time. So,
Greatest last sister. Everything we are doing is to protect the environment, to mitigate against climate change. I'm sure you would have heard a lot about that. I'm an apostle of sustainable development. We must live sustainably on this earth for those coming generations to have something to sustain them. So when you, on a daily basis, in your daily life, in your daily activities, live sustainably. Don't waste water, don't waste electricity. Anything you cannot replenish, don't waste it. God bless you all. So I want to thank National Coconut Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria. They have introduced us to the world of coconuts. They are presenting us with 200 seedlings, and we want to thank them. We want to appreciate them, and we want to promise that by next year they would have witnessed progress, because we will definitely plant this, sustain it for future generation. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mrs. Alaba Oluwafunmilayo Manua. Thank you, God bless you. Listen to this announcement, please. Greatest last step. Order is the first law in heaven. So please sit orderly and you will be served.
For those that are interested in being a member or to benefit from the program today, for it not to be as if you're first, please, you are to write down your name, your telephone number and email address. preferably your WhatsApp number, so that they can reach out to you, so that you can tap from the benefits and wealth of knowledge that they have got to share with you. Please, can you go back on cue, please? You go back on cue. Please, let's be orderly about it, please.
ní ó pa wọ́n, bàbá tún lé fún dání lójú. Ẹyẹ òrógbó tó bí mọ́ méjì, ẹyẹ òrógbó àsìkò ti tó, àwọn sọ fún wọn, aṣíwájú rí. Onímọ̀lú kọ́ni, kádébìlà sórí fún ẹsẹ̀. Onímọ̀lú kọ́ni, kádébìlà sórí fún ẹsẹ̀. Ẹnu mọ́ mẹ́ta, ẹnu mọ́ méje.
Ìjọba náà nìkan kò lè lórí ọdún tí Yorùbá mẹ́wàá rẹ̀ kò ní jẹ́ ṣe rú ẹ̀. Àbí tó bá fẹ́ bọ̀ ló ní ìbá, á lọ pẹ̀lú mọ́tò sáré lẹ́yìn. Ẹ̀sìn ọ̀pá ẹ̀ máa ṣe ìgbẹ́ fún níṣẹ́ náà bá máa ti rìn ọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀sìn ọ̀pá ẹ̀ máa ṣe ìgbẹ́ fún níṣẹ́ náà bá máa ti rìn ọ̀rọ̀. Ìṣòwò aláṣọ mẹ́ta, aláṣọ mẹ́ta òwe. Aláṣọ mẹ́ta tó ń pọ̀